What's going on, guys? Patrick here from PatrickLongRealty.com, powered by eXp Realty, and I am making this video for all my fellow real estate agents or people looking to become a real estate agent so you can get a strong understanding of the pros and cons of becoming a real estate agent out here in Hawaii. So stick around to get all the details. See you on the other side. Okay guys, so like I mentioned, you probably found this video if you are interested in becoming a real estate agent like myself out here in Hawaii. And before we get started, small plug, if you are looking to get any guidance, coaching, or even looking to join a brokerage, I am part of the Wolf Pack, which is part of eXp. I've got a link down below discussing some of the amazing benefits that we have when you join our group, with all of the amazing training when it comes to social media marketing, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, YouTube, and everything you possibly would need to be a high-tech agent in generating business through social media. So make sure you check that out and feel free to reach out if you want to get details on that. But nonetheless, let's jump into the pros and cons of becoming a Hawaii real estate agent. Pro number one, no income limit. Now, the beauty of working for yourself, specifically in sales and in real estate, is that if you do a good job and you actually provide value and help a lot of people, you can be rewarded with a commission check. And those commission checks, there is no limit. You can literally do as many transactions as you are able to do and able to generate. So that is the beauty of being in the real estate business, is that, you know, you could do one transaction, you could do 20 transactions a month, but there's literally no limit compared to, let's say you work a 9 to 5 where you get a salary and it's the same amount every 2 weeks. So that is the beauty of becoming a real estate agent, is that there's no limit on how much money you can actually make. Con number one, no salary. So the pro is that you can, of course, make as much money as you can humanly do, but the reality of the situation is that if you're not working your butt off and actually making calls and generating business in whatever form, you have no salary to lay on. So you don't have a safety net that can save you if you're working a 9 to 5. You know that you're always going to get paid. You clock in, you clock out. So it's just something you need to keep in mind, that the money can be great, but it also can be horrible. Now, the average agent out here in Hawaii sells 1.5 homes a year. Now, that's the average. There's a lot of people out here that have licenses and don't even actually do it full time or even part time. They just do it if their uncle or auntie needs to buy a house, and that's their 1.5 homes that they sell a year. So just keep that in mind, that it is a tough business, but if you are, dedicated, focused, and you actually are going full throttle when it comes to the business, it can be very fruitful. But just keep in mind that there is no salary unless you work for like Redfin, which actually will pay you a salary. There's some things you need to measure out. You prefer to have the safe salary or the potential of having a no limit income where you can make as much money as you possibly humanly think you can make. Pro number two, make your own schedule. Now, the beauty of working for yourself is exactly that. You can make your own schedule. If you decide you want to wake up late, go to sleep late, if you want to go surf in the middle of your day or go golf, you can do that. You're not obligated to show up to an office from 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. Now, that does come with some caveats. Keep in mind that you do need to make yourself a schedule. If you just wake up and hope that people are going to call you and tell you that they want to buy or sell a house, that ain't going to happen. So keep that in mind. But the beauty is that if you are dedicated and organized, you can make a schedule that's optimized for your lifestyle by design. So just keep that in mind. It can be a pro, but can also be a con if you're not organized. Con number two, need to be disciplined. So like I mentioned before, yes, you can, make your own schedule, wake up whenever you want, do whatever you want, and that's beautiful. But at the end of the day, if you're not disciplined, goal-oriented, and actually have a plan of action, you will not be successful in this business. Okay, I'm just going to be straight up with you, because it's very important that you realize that you are running your own business and there's going to be nobody breathing over your neck to make sure that you're making those calls, knocking those doors, or generating business for yourself. So keep in mind that one of the cons is you really don't have anybody looking over your shoulder, and you need to be disciplined in this business if you want to be successful. Pro number three, work anywhere. So I personally like to work in my office here because I kind of get in office mode and I can, get my things done in one place. But the beauty is I literally can work anywhere. Sometimes I will go to an office or a co-working space. Sometimes I'll go to a coffee shop. Even sometimes I'll be working from my car before I go surf or golf. And that's the beauty of this business, is you literally can work anywhere. But I would suggest that you do have a workstation that you kind of use as your war zone, where that's where you go in, you make your calls, you send your emails, and you have one place to do that. But the beauty is you literally can work anywhere. Con number three, constant grind. Now, especially if you're just getting started in the business, it's really important that you understand that you have to put in the work. And what I mean by that is, again, you need to have an organized schedule. I would even suggest maybe joining a brokerage that has amazing training to show you from A to Z how to have a successful business, but you will have to make lots of phone calls. When I first got started in the business, I was making 100 dials a day. I was running Facebook ads. I was doing all kinds of things to generate business, and it was a constant grind. I was always making calls. I was knocking doors. I was, basically trying to build business any way I could. And it's something you have to do consistently, because one of the things that one of my mentors told me is that consistency will trump skill every single day. So just make sure you're consistent with whatever actions and tasks that you put in place for yourself to be successful in this business. Pro number 4, every day is a new day. Now, I'm someone who really enjoys the concept of having a fresh new day every single day. I always try to plan accordingly the day before to keep myself organized, but I know that every single day is going to be something new, whether I'm doing showings, going to inspections, setting up offers, just previewing properties, or filming videos for marketing. Every day is a new day. Now, again, make sure you stay organized, but the beauty of that is you don't get in this monotonous kind of feeling of maybe when you're working a 9 to 5 and you're just literally crunching numbers every single day. That can get a bit monotonous. I love that in this business, literally every single day I'm doing something different, either talking to new clients, setting up meetings, having presentations, doing showings, going to inspections, organizing contractors to look at a property for an investor that I have. There's so many new things that happen every single day that keeps it fresh, and I love that. Con number 4, lots of driving. So I drive a lot. I literally will go on every single part of this island from a day-to-day basis, whether I'm going to listing appointments, buyer consults, showing property, meeting with inspectors, going to, inspections. There's so much driving that I have to do, but it's part of the business. And fortunately, I do have a Tesla, so it's electrical, so I can just charge here. I don't have to spend a lot of money on gas. But something you want to keep in mind as an expense in your business is that you will be driving a lot. So if you do have to pay for gas, keep that in mind. So anyways, guys, that's con number 4, lots of driving. Okay, guys, now before I sign off, I want to give you guys a bonus. These are some of the tips that I would suggest that if you are becoming a real estate agent, these are things you're going to want to keep in mind when it comes to running your own real estate business. So let's jump into it. Tip number 1, be organized. What I mean by that is you need to create processes as well as systems and also organize your day accordingly. I personally like to organize my day the night before so that when I wake up, it's like a slingshot. I wake up, I've loaded it the night before, and as soon as I wake up, I go to the gym, I have my coffee, I sit down, boom, I know exactly what I need to do that day. I have a time block schedule so I know exactly what I'm going to do and when I'm going to do it so that I can design my life accordingly and not just live it by whoever calls me and just kind of being reactive. You do not want to be reactive in this business. You want to be organized and have a system in place for almost anything and everything, whether it's your schedule, how you deal with transactions, how you bring somebody into your business, whether they're a buyer or seller, and make sure that you have a successful transaction with them. You want to be organized. Tip number 2, let everyone know what you do. You do not want to be a secret agent. It's very important that you let people know what you do, whether you do that passively through social media and things of that nature, or whether you're just walking around and meet people at the gym or at the grocery store. Let people know that you're a real estate agent and do that by providing value. I'll talk about that in a little bit later, but don't be a secret agent. Let everyone know what you do. Tip number 3, provide value. It's so important to understand that everybody out here, every guy and their sister is a real estate agent, but what separates you from the rest is that you want to see yourself as a consultant, not a salesperson. You want to consult people whenever you have the opportunity, whether they're your client or not, and provide value. I am always providing value whenever I have the opportunity, whether I'm making videos like this or whether I'm talking to somebody who's, thinking about refining their house or trying to decide whether they should buy or not. I'm always giving my opinion and providing value and consulting accordingly, whether they're my client or not. And when you do that from a consultation standpoint and not from a sales standpoint, you have a better opportunity and chance to create more business and people will trust you and want to work with you. Tip number 4, leverage social media. Now, we are living in a beautiful age where you literally can post something to let all of your friends, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000 friends, know that you are active and, making transactions, or more importantly, in the business of real estate. So make sure that you leverage social media because it is a great free marketing platform, whether you're using Instagram, YouTube, or Facebook, or what other platform you want to use. It's so important that you leverage social media because it is free. So keep that in mind. Tip number 5, get a mentor. Now, depending on what brokerage you're with, it's important that you do get a mentor. If you join EXP, you are assigned a mentor that will help you with, I believe, the first 2 or 3 transactions. And it's so important because you pass the test, and that's great. Definitely, celebrate that, pat yourself on the back. But keep in mind that there's a lot when it comes to actually generating business, creating a transaction, maintaining that transaction, and writing contract. These are all things that they don't teach you on the actual course that you passed, and you need a mentor to assist you with that process because you're almost the equivalent of a lawyer. You're dealing with lots of contracts, negotiating, dealing with people, different personality types. It's a process of consulting, almost a contract lawyer as well as a salesperson. So you're definitely going to want to have a mentor who can guide you through that process and hopefully provide you with some solid training. Tip number 6, and my last tip, is that if you just got licensed, your next step is to hang your license with a brokerage, whether that's Keller Williams, Coldwell, Locations, or EXP, the brokerage that I'm with. Now, I first started at Keller Williams because they had great training, and when EXP came out, I decided to join that brokerage. And there's a lot of benefits when it comes to joining EXP. I'm not going to tell you which direction to go, but if you are interested in joining a brokerage, it's important that you make sure that they have great training because you literally are coming in and don't know anything. So you want to have either recorded training or in-person training that's going to assist you with becoming the best agent possible. Now, if you do want to learn more about what my brokerage offers when it comes to training, and more specifically the Wolf Pack, this is the mastermind group that I'm a part of, where we focus on social media marketing for real estate agents when it comes to Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, anything and everything you could possibly think of. I got a link down below where you can check it out. We can always jump on a call. Feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions about it. But it's really important that if you are going to join a brokerage, which you have to, that it has solid training. So anyways, guys, that pretty much wraps up all the pros and cons and some of those bonus tips when it comes to becoming a real estate agent out here in Hawaii. Okay, guys, well, that pretty much wraps it up. If you guys could do me a huge favor, if you got any value from this video, if you could smash that like button as well as click the subscribe and notification bell so you can get notified whenever I drop videos just like this. Also, if you have any questions, you can directly DM me on any of my social media platforms, which you can see right here or in the description down below. And if you guys have any questions or comments, put them in the comment section down below. I always respond to every comment, so make sure that you contribute and let me know if there's anything I missed, anything you think I should add. I would love to hear from you guys. Anyways, guys, that pretty much wraps it up. I'm Patrick, PatrickLawnRealty.com, powered by eXp Realty. You guys have a beautiful day, and I'll talk to you soon. Aloha.